I'm Svetlana Winward. I was born in Nizhny Tagil in Russia, at the Ural Mountains, and I moved to America. All my life is about teaching right now. I am teaching at Title I school, downtown Salt Lake, working with immigrants. I have a class full of students from different countries. They speak so many different languages. Some of them don't speak English at all. I'm an immigrant myself, and I went through this by myself. I know that this is my place, and all my struggles were for a reason. I was born in a family without father. The father left us when I was just 11 months old. There were hungry times when we sometimes did not have food. We were mostly eating cabbage. My family was famous for cabbage. We would pickle cabbage for the whole village to come and have for winter time. I remember that was the time when perestroika started in Russia and the Berlin Wall was falling down and people started making businesses. So Russia was growing from socialist country, communist country to capitalist country. But we did not know anything about business at all. I remember that I wanted to make the change in my life and their life, and something helped me to understand that I need to build my own business, and I decided to open first kindergarten. People in the city started talking about this kindergarten because we provided unique opportunity for children to learn English language, German and French. We did not have any methods of teaching, we did not have any books in teaching, so I wrote to American magazine. There was a program at that time, Hands Across the Sea, where the American teachers were invited to my city to teach their methods of teaching. And our teachers then were invited to go to America and share our methods of teaching. So I participated in this program. I came to Connecticut and I was teaching from kindergarten to the Yale University without even speaking English. I was able to teach. So when I came back from the airport, my husband at that time, he was greeting me, and when we walked into the house, there was a different woman in the kitchen cooking something in the kitchen in my robe. So I remember I just joked, is my robe her size even? And I asked them to give me something warm to drink because it was cold outside and I will be off. So I was devastated and heartbroken because we were happily married. We were poor, hungry, but we were happy, and I wanted something happy in my life. And I've heard that Disneyland is the happiest place on earth. So I decided I will take my son and we will go to America. I will show him Disneyland. Took some time because I had to go for 3 days from Siberia, from the Ural Mountains to Moscow by train, and then on the plane it is more than 20 hours on the plane, so it was a long trip. I got sick on the airplane and they checked my temperature at the airport in Salt Lake City and they said that I cannot continue, and we spent about 2 weeks with pneumonia. I had pneumonia. After the hospital, of course without insurance, I had to pay whatever money I had with me. It was about $30,000 out of pocket. At that time, I was already a businesswoman in Russia. I had a kindergarten for 120 children. I also had a cafe, 2 stores, and I had the money. I had a chauffeur. I never drove in my life. I had a chauffeur. And I asked my mom to send me more money. But she said, Svetlana, you have nothing. I said, what are you talking about? I have this, and this. And she said, no, you did not come back on time. And Mafia, who were running businesses at that time, they thought it was your plan to go to America and never come back. So I did not have business back in Russia. I did not have money to go back home. And I was stuck. I was stuck here. I did not have a place to go, did not have money, did not have relatives, did not have documents even at that point. My tourist visa was expiring. I didn't have any food. All I had is my little boy, 3 years old son. We were going just for a week. We didn't have much clothes with us. We were going to California. And here it was Utah, winter, and very cold. But I had a pen pal from Lebanon who lived here in Salt Lake City, and he offered me to get married, so legally I will get some documents. And this was a very difficult year in my life, where I was not allowed to go and talk to people. I was never allowed to tell to anybody what is happening in the family, what is happening in the house. He was always threatening to tell that he is the American and I'm nobody, and nobody will ever listen to me. I was not making any progress in my life, just cooking, cleaning, being a wife and a slave of the house. My documents were supposed to come by mail, and one day when we came home, I saw in the mailbox a part of the letter, and I saw the address. It was from the immigration service. I knew that this is the letter that is bringing my green card, and I knew that if my ex-husband will take this letter, he will never give it to me, and I will end up without documents. So I had to be very creative in order to please my husband, so he will allow me to bring the mailbox to the house. When I was taking it out of the mailbox, my hands were shaking. I took the letter, and there were two of them, the letter for me and the letter for my son with the green card, and I hid it in my clothes and brought the mail to my husband and went straight to the bathroom. And in the bathroom, with my shaking hands, I opened the letter and I saw my green card and started crying and being very happy. I could not live in this prison anymore. So the very next day we went to Sugar House Park, and that was our place for living. We were out in cold for about 8 days, and that was enough for me to be very low, at the point that I thought that that's the end of my life. Even though I have my documents, even though I'm legal, I was not happy because I did not know the regulations, I did not know the laws, I did not know that there is help and support. I did not know that there is shelter for women with children. I did not know there is food bank, that I will not be hungry. So that's how I ended up on the street and not knowing what to do. But it was cold time, and I remember that I had to take my socks off and put on the hands of my son so we will be not frozen. I was hungry. I was starving. I did not know anything because for this year living in America, I did not make any friends. I did not go anywhere, and I was threatened that I'm nobody. And I thought that that's the end of my life. So I remember it was night, it was very cold, and I was holding my child in my hands, and I saw the truck going on the road, and I was thinking that if I just make one step to the road, this truck will just take care of all my troubles, of all my problems. In difficult situation, I did not feel happy at all. I felt lost. I felt that maybe it was a mistake to come here. Maybe it was a terrible turn in my life, and why it is happening to me. And there were many questions. Why am I even alive? Why am I here? There is no way to go back home, and there is no life here. Why to leave? I was looking at this truck, and then I looked at my son, and my son's name is Dionysus. Dionysus is in Greek god of happiness and joy and smiles, and my son was smiling in his dream. The smile of my child brought me back. And I did not make this step. to the road. More than this, I woke him up. We were playing snowballs and huge snowflakes are falling down, and 4 o'clock in the morning, and just of a sudden I see $10 bill laying on the snow without any snowflake. I did not believe that these $10 are laying there for me, but I felt that it was a miracle. I grabbed this $10 bill. We waited for Wendy's restaurant to be open near Sugar House Park in the morning, and we went to buy this hot chocolate and donuts. As soon as I ate, I knew exactly what to do. And I went to the closest church. With my broken English, I explained what is happening to me. Apparently, we had Russian war here in Salt Lake. In 30 days, I started working at Cotton Memorial School. They accepted my son to this school, and I was starting my life from the beginning, from zero, from bottom, from $10 bill. I became a teacher, and I am very, very lucky to have this profession because I am touching the hearts of future doctors, future presidents, future teachers, future chefs, and I'm very happy where I am and who I am. Many of my children are coming to school hungry, and our school is feeding them breakfast, lunch, and dinner for those who is after school program. I'm teaching at the school where they care about what children eat on weekends, so we provide food for them with the bags for Saturday and Sunday. We provide students with the new shoes, new coats, hats, and everything, so they will be warm. Because I survived that, I know what these children are struggling with. So I do not know, maybe it was my plan. Maybe it was the Heavenly Father's plan to go and put me through all these things so I will understand my children better right now and be a better teacher for them. Life can be very difficult. Nobody promised us easy life. Always hope for the best. Life is beautiful.